Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be going over why I believe Verdansk 2025 is going to be a disappointment. And honestly, I don't think I don't think it's even that crazy of a take. We've all experienced what Call of Duty has done with the franchise for the past few years, and we know that they have the tendency to honestly come up short on a lot of promises. And when you look at the trailer, there's a lot of hope. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of hope. We see a lot of old guns, we see the HDR, we see that they brought back the helicopter, the buzzard. I call it the buzzard from GTA. We see that they're trying to incorporate RPGs again, like how they used to be. We see they show vehicles being used. I mean, they even show that the map looks sort of the same. Think we can all agree that they're going to change up some aspects of the map. I don't think they're going to keep it the same. That would be very unrealistic of Call of Duty. But when it pans out, you can see that um, it looks relatively the same. The stadium is still there, although it looks like the roof is closed. Um, but the reason why I say it's going to disappoint is because a lot of the reason why Verdansk is so special to us is just because of the nostalgia behind it. And I feel like, it sounds funny to say, but it's almost like an addict chasing their very first high. I feel like everyone wants to experience that COVID Verdansk again, where all your friends are staying up late, you're staying up late, you're grinding on the game, you're chasing W's on Battle Royale or Plunder, you know, you're, it's like everyone went back in time to when they were a kid and they were able to experience fun again in the sense of, a lot less responsibilities given that people couldn't leave home. So all your buddies, all your friends were playing late, were staying up. And I feel like, for me personally, I feel like it's not so much the map, but it was the stories and the memories tied with it. So at the end of the day, when the map comes back, people are going to find issues with the smallest thing just because it doesn't strike that chord again. And I mean, I just feel like there's such high expectations that are incapable of being reached. Um, Now, God forbid, there be COVID again or something like that, tied in with the Verdansk map coming out. Now that I think that would fully um, embrace what it used to mean to play Verdansk in COVID. Um, Now, I will say, anyone who was lucky enough, I was able to play during COVID in Verdansk, literally since I think the second week that it launched. I was like, hey, let me download this free game, I'm gonna have school in 2 weeks, quote unquote. School's been delayed for 2 weeks. Let me download this free game. Um, and, you know, it was, the gameplay was a lot different, as we know. The movement, the speed of the game, the dynamics. The whole game was just different. Um, so at the end of the day, unless they bring back that save movement, and which I highly doubt, I don't think they would, unless they brought back that movement and the game speed and incorporating all the vehicles and getting rid of these personal redeploy and the other redeploy shoots or whatever they're called. Did someone call in an airstrike? I don't see um, the game being as high as people are expecting it. And honestly, in my opinion, it's kind of unfair to have that expectation. I mean, I think we can all be on the same page here that no game is ever gonna be exactly how it's
Enemy's got a sentry online.
the as its predecessor was. Um, it's just even with movies. I mean, it's kind of unrealistic, you know, to go to the sequel and to think that you're gonna get as good of a product as the prequel. You know, it's very very rare, and so I feel like especially with such a special time that COVID was, um, that I mean a lot of the players that were playing, they hadn't gotten the
Enemy
chance to
sentry is
play
active.
with their friends in such a long time. You know, they were adults already,
Enemy
or
UAV is
maybe they
online.
were already
Be
even,
advised, cash drop
you
is
know, in
inbound.
college or busy with high school at the time. So the idea of playing all at the same time with your friends was already kind of diminishing. I mean, that wasn't really a thing anymore. Um, so I just feel like the game is gonna be a disappointment for a lot of people. Um,
Enemy
but
UAV overhead.
with that said, um, I will say I'm still very happy that the game is coming back. Um, I think many people are excited that the game is finally coming back. Um, Me personally, like I said, I I was just um one of my very close friends now. Um, when
They've
we
got a
actually
scan
weren't
turret
that close
online.
before COVID, um, and then we happened to just both play a ton of Warzone. I mean, we would stay up till like 4 or 5 in the morning, um, almost every day playing Warzone Verdansk at the time. And we weren't very good. I'm still not very good, but I it was just the sheer fun of it. I mean, we would spend hours countless um, playing and talking about the most stupidest stuff. I mean, it literally held no value um, in the long term of things, but there was just so many memories tied with that game that I've caught myself watching videos of Verdansk and just thinking like, man, that was such a good time. And you know, I think I think I'm still very excited for it. I think it won't be exactly what I want, you know, but I think going in with that realistic expectation, um, at the end of the day, I mean, I think we all have to come to terms that, I mean, okay, so when Dan Verdansk first came out for me, actually in, I was still in high school, right? And as I said, it was like, oh, you're gonna have 2 weeks off, extra because of this virus. You know, don't worry, you're gonna come back to school. Um, which I never actually did. I actually graduated high school in COVID. Um, but you know, they told us you're gonna be back and all this stuff. So um, when I first played the game, I mean, I was still very young, and now, I mean, I'm basically out of college already, and life is obviously much different. So I
Care
think
package
for me
delivered for delivery.
to kind of think that, oh, I'm gonna capture that same memories and that same thrill, it's just not gonna happen. And I think that's the truth for a lot of people.
TACOM, get a
You
care
know,
package on my location.
a lot of people now have kids. A lot of people now have full-time jobs. A lot of people now are in college. A lot of people now, maybe if they were in middle school, now they're
Precision airstrike
already
standing
like
by.
seniors, or you know, if they were in elementary, now they're
Hostiles have
all,
established a
um,
SAM turret.
basically are midway through high school. That's kind of crazy to think it's been 5 years. Um, but I just, when I saw, I caught myself and I watched the preview, or the trailer, I guess, what is it called when they like,
Enemy's got a
the
sentry
teaser.
online.
I was already so hyped. I mean, I was like, oh, let's go, you know, Verdansk is coming back. And then I kind of thought like, oh, you know, I don't think it's gonna be, um, what I think it's gonna be. But I think the sooner we come to terms that we all know Call of Duty, um, we can agree that not only is the nostalgia and the same sort of
Contractor.
vibes that
Complete
was
contracts and
COVID,
get paid.
I think we'll also come to terms that Call of Duty is gonna let us down. Also, you know, Call of Duty is gonna have bundle packs. The movement's gonna be different. You know, they're gonna incorporate different skins and different, um, just like they're doing right now. You know, there's so many pay to, not necessarily pay to win, but you know, pay to enjoy. I'll call it that. Pay to enjoy, aspects of the game that I think Call of Duty would never remove. Um, so I think we just gotta keep that in mind, that Call of Duty, come Verdansk, I mean, they're still gonna be looking for paychecks. You know, that's just, at the end of the day,
Enemy SAM turret
you know,
active.
we gotta expect to be, um, disappointed again by Call of Duty. And at the end of the day, I mean, if they just completely knock it out of the ballpark, I mean, even all the better, you know. That means we're gonna have a great, battle royale map again, and battle royale experience. But we've all seen with cheaters and their anti-cheat and their overall, managing of the game, and the way they go about, their products now. It's far from how
Enemies
it used
dropping
to
into the
be.
AO.
And like I said, the movement's different. I mean, the textures are different, the coloring's different. Oh shoot, I didn't even see that guy. Man, I didn't see him at all. Whoa. But yeah, I mean, I still have hope. I honestly do. And I'm still
They've
gonna be
got a SAM
excited for the
turret
game,
online.
as I know many people are. Um, but yeah, I mean, thank you guys for watching. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Enemy sentry is
Um,
active.
oh, I heard something. Of course, subscribe, like the video, comment, please. When Verdansk coming out, you bet I'm gonna be playing it. Um, maybe I can get my friend to play again. I know they're very busy nowadays, like I said. Um, we've all grown up in five
Enemy
years,
sentry
right?
in the
I
AO.
mean, um, but, um, you know, we'll just see how it goes. Um, and, um, yeah, April 3rd, guys, prepare, mark your calendars. Be prepared for the servers to explode the first day. They're gonna be probably flooded with people, and probably hackers too. But huh. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching.